Hey everybody, Lex DeVille here, back for another lesson in advanced Upwork proposal writing. In this one we're going to be talking about your closing statement and your call to action. So your closing statement is going to be your final paragraph. It's a third paragraph usually, sometimes it's your second paragraph depending on the length of your proposal. Sometimes it's your 50th paragraph. Hopefully you're not writing 50 paragraph proposals, you're going to be at it for a while. Your closing statement is just a series of statements you make that closes out your proposal. It brings it to an end, wraps things up, gives your client a next action to take. So there's two parts to this in the proposals that I usually send. There's two parts. The first part is I give them additional information where they can learn more about me. So if you don't want to spend all day writing proposals, if you want to create a custom proposal, but it's not a template proposal, but at the same time you don't want to spend all your time writing, you can just pretty much follow the format that I've outlined in this course. You've got your first paragraph, your second paragraph, and then a closing statement. And in that closing statement, you have to let them know where to go to get additional information. And then you have to give them a reason to contact you. You have to tell them to contact you. So the first part is giving them that next direction. For me, it usually goes something like this. Take a look at my profile, and if you think I'm right for you, let's talk, or let's chat, or whatever. The first part of that being, take a look at my profile, or have a look at my profile, check out my profile, say something like that. And it doesn't have to be your profile. It can be your website. It can be your portfolio somewhere. It can be your check out my high test scores. It can be have a look at my 5-star feedback and great ratings. Any of those are fine. It's just letting them know where they can go to get additional information. Because if you give them a place to go to get additional information, then you don't need to post all that information in your proposal. So what I see a lot of people doing is they're trying to shove everything about themselves into their proposal. They feel like if I don't say this, and this, the client's not going to know who I am. They're not going to know that I can help them. But the fact is, you've already written all that stuff in your bio. So if you send them to your bio, you send them to your profile, they're going to read through that and they're going to see who you are anyway. They are already going to see your bio. It's on the screen whenever they open up your proposal. So your bio is like down below. They can see it. But if you direct them there, it just makes it that much easier. It just reminds them that they can go there for that information. You can also do your website. Now with your website, I will caution you that as of this time, Upwork is not, as far as I know, they're not banning people for adding links to your website. That's a risk that you can take if you want. You don't have to. Don't come back and blame Lex DeVille if you end up getting banned for using website link in your portfolio. But I use website links in my portfolio or in my profile sometimes, and I don't get in trouble for it. So sometimes you need to. Sometimes you need to put that information out there. Maybe your portfolio isn't on Upwork, but it's on your website. So you can direct your client to have a look at your website and you can leave a link. But make sure, if you want to be safe, if you don't want to get banned off of Upwork, just make sure you read their terms of service and that you make sure that you are operating within those terms of service. And if you operate outside of those terms of service, you do so at your own risk, and Sinister Lex is not to blame. So you could do test scores. You could say check out my test scores. You could say check out my ratings. You could say check out my certifications. Just anything. Check out this, or have a look at this. Take a look at this. If you want to see more of my high feedback, my great feedback and reviews, then go here. That's the starting part of my closing statement. So it's just giving them that information about how to get additional info about me. And the second part is saying, if you think I'm right for you, or if you think we're a match, if you think we might be a match, if any of this sounds good to you, if any of this sounds like what you need, then let's schedule time for a quick call, or let's have a quick call, or reply and let's chat. So the first part of that is saying, if any of this sounds like what you need, which it does, it all sounds like what they need because half of it's repeated back to them from their job post. So of course it sounds like what they need, but you're just going to say, if this sounds like what you need, or if you think we might be a match, then go ahead and reply and we'll schedule a quick call. And I like to say a quick call, or usually I say a call. I like to invite them to a call. I like to say schedule a quick call because I want them to know that we need to schedule this. I'm not going to hop on a call. Like if they reply to me in 10 seconds, I'm not going to get on a call in a minute later. We're going to schedule that, and it's going to be either for later today or for tomorrow or next week. We're going to schedule that because that's what businesses do. They schedule calls. You don't have to get on a call, but you do so at your own risk. My experience has been that without getting on a call, you're going to get worse gigs. You're not going to have a very good experience on Upwork, so that's a whole different topic for another time, but I invite them to a call. You're welcome to do what you want, but this is your call to action. So If any of this sounds good to you, that's just prepping them for the call to action. Then you tell them what action to take. If any of this sounds good to you, reply and let's chat. So if you say that, they're going to know that you want to chat with them. They might reply and open up a chat window with you, and that's fine. So it's giving them that next action. The call to action is the next action that they're going to take. So you're calling them to action with that final statement. If you think we might be a match, let's schedule time to talk, or let's chat, or reply and let's talk, or any of those are fine. Just any action that you would want them to take. That's pretty much it. So check out my bio. If you think we might be a match, reply and let's talk. Something so simple as that is going to be a really powerful closing statement. It brings it to a close. It feels like a close. They know that you're closing it out, and then you're done. They know what action to take. They're going to take that next action. Not everybody's going to, but a lot of clients are going to take that next action and contact you after you do that. So that's all I've got for this lesson. I hope you found it useful. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. And I think I attached a resource to this one. Hopefully I did. If I did, check it out down below, and I will see you in the next lesson.